Hi and welcome. Today we're gonna make pork beans a la Mexican American style. So what we're gonna need is 6 cups of water, 1.5 teaspoon of sea salt. I'm gonna use 3 peppers. They're called serranos, and we're gonna use 2 cups of pinto beans, 3 ballpark franks, 1 piece of longaniza. It's cured longaniza. That's what it is. So 1/2 of the pack. And then we're using 1/2 of a medium-sized onion, and we're gonna use half of a pack of bacon. So this is how we're gonna make our pork beans. So we're gonna put to boil our water and add our beans, and then we're gonna cook our pork, our longaniza, and our franks on the side. And we're gonna get started. Now we put our pot in the water on the stove, and now we're gonna turn it on. So we're gonna turn it on to medium high. And we're gonna cover it. And we're gonna wait about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna put the beans inside. One thing I forgot to add on my ingredient, we are gonna add 3 cloves of garlic. So now we cut everything. We cut our bacon. We took off the skin out of the longaniza, and now we shredded it a little so we could cook it. We cut our 3 ballpark franks, and we cut our onion, or half of an onion. So now we're gonna cook all this. Our onions, we're not gonna cook them. We're gonna throw them on the beans, but a little bit later. But now we cut everything, and now we're gonna cook it. We're gonna start to cook. We're gonna add our franks in there. We'll throw a little bit of bacon so they won't get stuck to the pan. We're gonna throw our bacon in there. And once you cook this and it's cooked, you put it to the side, and then we're gonna throw this on our beans later on once our beans are cooked. So now that our water's boiling, we're gonna throw our beans in it. So we have 2 cups of beans, pinto beans, and we're gonna throw them in the water to cook. We're gonna add 3 garlic cloves and our diced onions, so they could give flavor to our pinto beans while they're cooking. And now we're gonna cover them, and we'll come back and check on them after 20 minutes. We'll come back and check on them. So here we have our fully sausages. Our ballpark franks are already cooked, and our bacon. So we're gonna put it on the side in a plate. I just left this little pieces of bacon that are not fully cooked. We want to get them cooked. And now we're gonna start cooking in the same pot. We're gonna start cooking our longaniza. And this is our longaniza. And we're gonna throw it in there and start cooking it. So our longaniza is kind of like a different version of kind of like chorizo. This is a little bit more compared to chorizo. This one to me tastes better. But this is longaniza. So it has the red coloring on it. So it's gonna change to red color. Once you cook it really well, it's gonna get into a darker red color. And see, our bacon is now cooked, so we're gonna take it out, put it in the plate. And all these things that we're cooking, the bacon and the sausage and the longaniza, it's all gonna go in the beans once the beans are cooked. So see, the longaniza, we're cooking it. Smells delicious, and it gives such a good flavor to your beans. So we're gonna finish cooking our longaniza, and then we're gonna turn it off and wait for our beans to be cooked, and then we're gonna add everything to our pork beans. We're gonna come back. So we're back after 20 minutes, and we're gonna check on our beans. So see, our beans are being cooked. So they're good. We're just gonna lower the temperature because it's a little too high. So I had it on number 5, now I brought it down to number 3. If you cook them too high, they just get hard and they don't soften. So we're gonna lower the temperature and come back after 30 minutes and check on. So now our beans are cooked. They've been cooking for pretty much 50 minutes already from the beginning of time that we put them to cook. So I'm gonna touch one. Oh, it's already soft, you see? So it looks like they're ready to go. So you see the garlic? I just smashed it in there and it dissolves, and you don't even see it. So now we need a little bit more liquid in our beans. So I always add water, but I make sure I add hot water. So I'm gonna add 2 cups more of water. And now we're gonna add our salt, sea salt. I was gonna add a whole tablespoon and a half, but I think I'm gonna just do the 1 tablespoon because I just remember that the bacon is salt. It's gonna release some salt. So now we're gonna put our 3 peppers in there. Mix it around. Now we're gonna throw in our longaniza. And our bacon and franks. And we're gonna mix it around. And now we're gonna let it cook for another 10 minutes so it could release all the flavors of the meats into the beans. And the reason I don't cut the peppers is because my kids eat some of this beans, so the peppers give it a little bit of flavor but not a kick. So see, they're gonna be delicious with all the flavors. So we're gonna come back in 10 minutes and see how our pork beans are doing. And we're gonna cover them. And just now because our beans are cooked, we don't want them to super dry. We want some of that juice. So I brought it down from medium to number 2. So it's low. And we'll come back in 10 minutes. So here we are. We came back after letting our our beans marinate with all the meat, the bacon, the sausages, and the longaniza and the chilies. So now they're cooked. They're done. Smells delicious. Look at the juice. Smells delicious. So now we're gonna turn it off. I'm gonna try some. So I'm gonna serve it. If you don't like pepper, you could just leave it on the side. I'll put it in there for flavor. But see, this is our chili. Now we're gonna let it sit. I dropped some of the juice. So this is our chili. We're gonna let it sit for about 3 minutes and then we're gonna taste it. So now we waited 3 minutes for our beans to cool off a little bit. Now we're gonna try them. But see, I wish you could smell. It smells delicious. So see, I'm gonna try it. Delicious. You could always eat them with like some Ritz on the side, or some crackers, or a tortilla, or even cornbread. This is delicious. This is my homemade pork beans, Mexican style. I hope you like it. Thank you for coming to my channel. Don't forget to like or subscribe. Delicious. Look at this.